everybody, welcome back to Cruisin 412. It's nice to see you. It's a very nice day outside today, so I figured I would go take a cruise and figured I would make a video in the process. Might as well. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a good Easter. Things are going good over here for me and my family. Hope everything is going good for you and yours. Yeah, today is an off day. I figured I would get a ride in off my off day. I go back to work tomorrow. I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays. Yesterday, it was a very nice day, and I wanted to go riding yesterday, but it was raining in the morning time, so I am riding my SV650. 2001. I finally got my X360 camera fixed. I had to get a brand new camera for the back and replace that. As whenever it dropped on the one ride that we had going on, it broke the camera inside or the back. Thought it was just the lens on the outside, which I tried replacing that, but it also scuffed up the interior lens as well. Not really sure how, but after replacing it, it works as intended. So lesson learned on getting one of those magnetic clips to make it easily detachable and put on and attachable. Don't buy those unless it's like a quality brand. But I had one of those on there, and I guess it wasn't attached well enough, and the X360 fell off about 30 seconds into the ride that I was on. And then it fell into a parking lot, luckily enough. So whenever I turned around to go get it, I see it, and I was like, oh, cool, this is a chiropractor's office. There's hardly any business going in here, should be good. No, I proceeded to get into the lane to pull in there, and of course, some lady in an SUV had to pull in there right before I did. Ran right over it. You know, that's how life works sometimes. So, it is what it is. But yeah, all's going well. It was a $50 part. I was able to take it apart pretty easily, get the new camera in there and replace it, so all was not lost. Looking forward to this riding season, especially as it's starting to get nice out here, and as they start to fix the roads. As they fix the roads, as roads tend to be, winter tends to be pretty brutal on roads around here. We got a lot of potholes and broken up roads. So it's definitely the beginning of the season is always a fun minefield of try to avoid the potholes and the roads being all cracked up and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I definitely have missed riding, that's for sure. Something about getting out here is good on the soul, you know? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the feeling of freedom, maybe? I'm not really sure. I still have yet to get a ride/video with my wife's new bike. It's a brand new 2024 Suzuki, well, it's not brand new, I guess it's a year old now, but it's brand new to us, It only has less than 100 miles on it, actually. So it is brand new. But 2024 Suzuki GSX-8S. We bought it a couple months ago, and it's been, ever since we bought it, I rode it home because my wife was, she did have an MT-03, and she wanted to jump up to a bigger bike, but she was nervous about riding it home because it was sort of like on a highway, and she's like, I'm not sure if I'll be able to, you know, I want to do this as the first ride on a bigger bike. And she's ridden my SV650 but didn't like it because she likes having the gear indicators on her to let her know what gear she's in, and this doesn't have that, obviously, since it's from 2021 or 2001. And so she's only rode this like once, and she's like, yep, I'm not gonna ride that since I don't like having to know your gear indicators. But see, I rode it home, and then it rained for probably a good 3 weeks since we've had it. She finally got a ride out of it last week, a small ride. Took it down to a parking lot, got her used to riding it around and getting used to the difference of the clutch and whatnot from her last bike. And it's a little bit weirder because she had an MT-03, so when she would pull out like on hills or anything, she would rev that up pretty well just to get going, so she'd get out of there pretty quickly. But this GSX-8 has a power assist feature where if you just let out the clutch, it will just go for you and give you enough things so you don't stall out. So revving really high on that is it's a different feeling, I guess, so she got to get used to that. It took a little bit of time for her to get used to the extra power assist that it gives you, which is good. That was one of the things that she was debating back and forth, and one of the main reasons why she chose the GSX-8. She had an incident where she was in second or whatever, and was trying to pull it into our driveway, and the bike dumped because the stalled out because she was in second gear and didn't get it all the way down, which is an honest mistake. Anyone can make that. So she liked the feature of having the extra power assist, so if it was in first or second and she had to, it would have it would save it from doing what happened. Anyways, it's a pretty nice bike. It's definitely it's the bike that I wanted to get as the next new bike if I was going to buy one, which I do want to buy one. So we're taking it as it is. My wife's going to ride it and see if she likes it. And worst case scenario, if she doesn't, I will take that one, and she can get an MT-07, which was the other bike that she was debating on. So, which is basically just an upgraded version of an MT-03, which she knew she liked. So, worst case scenario, we'll both get what we need, whether it be me getting another GSX-8 or her getting an MT-07 and me getting that one, either or. But being that before we can get new bikes and that, I have to figure out what I'm doing with what I got here. I don't know if I'll ever give up this bike. I love this bike too much. This bike will run forever if you take care of it. So I don't think I'll give it up. So I'll probably have to sell the SV or the S40 that I have, the Cruiser, which I don't ride all that much, to be honest with you. I'd rather ride this. I enjoy riding this one way more. But that bike is in like pristine condition and was really well taken care of, and it's pretty much clean. The guy that had it before me, he definitely treated that bike really well. But yeah, we got to get rid of that to get more room for the other ones. But I'm not in any hurry to get a new bike. I have those two. My wife got a brand new one, which is more powerful, and she wanted to upgrade. And I doubt she'll probably ever need anything more powerful than the 800 that's in that. It's a pretty quick engine. I wouldn't say it's like top end quick, but it definitely got the torque to pull away if you ever need it, which is nice. When I had it, I test run it, and on the last stretch coming up to my house, I gunned it to see what it would do, and I got up to 90, which I didn't get up to 90. I haven't got up on the 90 on this one, at least on that stretch of road. So, not that saying the SV650 is super powerful, because it definitely is not. But definitely got some juice in it, so that's good. This road is really weird. There's a section of this road where on the right-hand side, it dipped down really well. Remember the one time I was riding this road the first time, I didn't know that, and I was on the right-hand side and almost wrecked. Yes, that way. Definitely a nice neighborhood. Before I got the job that I got now, I DoorDashed for a little bit, pretty much like full time, just to make ends meet. I'd cover wages while I was looking for a new job, and all the time I would love to get deliveries from over here. People would tip pretty well, and the houses are pretty nice, especially going up here on the left-hand side. There's a couple of communities that are really nice, nice big houses. Speaking of the new job, that's going pretty well. I have my turn signal on. You always check your turn signal, guys. So here's where it dips down, like right here. I think this is where I almost wrecked right here, where it like gullies a little bit. Anyway, speaking of the new job, things are going pretty good there. I feel like I'm at a point now where I understand most of the job, but it is getting to the point where when I first started, when I got hired, they said, oh yeah, you're gonna be working the morning time, and you're just watching this one city and this other city. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then on the weekends you might have to watch a couple others, but you know, it's a weekend, so it's very slow. So I was like, all right. But now it's turned out to where every couple weeks we keep gaining like all these cities to watch these cities overnight, and then all weekend. And like we're up to 12 right now where we gotta watch. And there's 3 of us to work on the weekends, 2 until like 10, and then at 10 we get another person to come on. But I mean, we're all like new. No one's experienced, so it's really difficult to cover all these new cities because they're new and we don't know all the intricacies about them. And like tonight we're taking over like another 4. It's crazy, man. Now granted, these cities are very slow compared to the main one that we watch, which is Pittsburgh, which is where I live. that one is like one of the busiest cities in the country. But I don't know, it just feels like they hired a whole bunch of us, split us all up, and then they just keep taking on cities and we haven't hired any more people. It feels like it's starting to get to be too much. So I've been putting feelers out there, looking at Indeed, anything that comes up that looks good or feels like it would be a good fit. I've been putting my apps in for. Not that I dislike this job, and I like the manager that I work for. He's a nice guy, doesn't micromanage. He's like the opposite of what my last manager was. But it feels like everything is going too quick. And when I was first hired, they were like, oh, we're taking over 8 cities. I'm like, okay. But we, right now, have taken over those 8 cities, and they're adding 4 more. And I can only assume that we're probably going to get even more than that. So we're up to like, we're going to have 16 in total, which is crazy, in my opinion. I mean, granted, each of these cities, on the weekend, you might get 1 trip out of each or whatever, and you might have to deal with 1 thing out of it. But, like, I don't live in those cities. I don't know those cities. I don't know the people of those cities. So it's hard to gauge how to handle things there because we don't live there. So everything takes so much longer. And then there's like the way the email system works and everything. It just it's a whole thing, you know. So I don't know. I'm looking for another job. I think if anything that has taught me whenever this whole leaving my job and door dashing for a while, taking a chance to go out and get another job, that's taught me is that don't live unhappy. I know I have said that in several of these videos, but it's true. I lived unhappy for so long. I'm not going to do it anymore. I would rather take the chance on myself and all the uncomfortableness of getting a new job and you'll have to relearn a whole new job than being unhappy. Not necessarily saying I'm unhappy, it feels like a lot of things are unfolding quicker than probably should have, and or we're not ready for all this new stuff, and it's causing undue stress. And I know what's going to happen is people are going to be stressed out by it. People are going to leave because they don't want to deal with it, but then it's going to be in turn even less people to deal with all this stuff. So and it takes a while to train people up for the job that I'm doing. So even if they do hire 9 people right now to help, they ain't gonna be ready for another month. So anyways, I'm going to stop complaining about my job. It's my off day. I'm going to enjoy it. Really, the only 2 days that I have to really worry about all these cities is Saturday and Sunday. So it's only 2 days out of the 5 that I really worry about it. The rest of the week, I deal with 2 cities mainly. I have to deal with all these new ones for like an hour, if that, which, yeah, I'll do what I can, and their own people could take over at 7:30 and deal with whatever. Feeling I gotta clean out these carbs on here pretty soon. It's got 25k miles on it, and the guy that I bought it off of, He said he put probably 5,000 miles on it, and he didn't clean out the carbs, so he doesn't know when the last time they were cleaned out. I mean, it still runs pretty good, but I'm sure it could run better. They probably definitely need cleaned out. Which, I mean, I know a lot of it's just pulling them out and cleaning them, but I've never done anything like carbs-wise. And the way these are set up, I would have to sync them and everything, so I got to get all the stuff for that. So maybe I'll have videos on how to sync carbs on a SV650, on a first gen. Den. Making a left here really sucks. I'm going to be making the right, but what is that? Bagger, I think. This is a nice road to ride. Speed limit is on this road. At 35. Sweet. Someone's cooking something. There's an RV place. Ooh, they got pop-up campers here. Let's come check this place out. Wife wants to get a pop-up camper. Bought a whole new vehicle for it. Wife got a new bike recently. She got a brand new car recently. Picked up a GMC Acadia, just because it had better towing than the vehicle that she did have. She's always wanted an Acadia, so it's a nice car. yeah, she wanted to get that to get a pop-up camper and a trailer. So if we wanted to go to like a cabin somewhere or whatever, we can trailer the bikes. We can go ride wherever we go there. So I'm sure that stuff will be in our future. You know. Which I get. I myself wouldn't probably mind going on a really long motorcycle ride, like touring on a bike or whatever, and having 8-hour days riding. I mean, I know it's a lot, but I think that's half the fun of a motorcycle trip. I don't know if my wife would want to do the 8 hours though, but we totally could go on a trip and she would love to go ride her bike, you know, in a new place or whatever. So having a trailer would definitely make that a viable option. Very long bridge. It's definitely not for a train. I can't think that, maybe it is. I was like, oh, that's too skinny for a train to go across, but I mean, you gotta figure train tracks aren't all that much, so. Definitely a nice road to ride. Pretty scenic. Got little twisty turnies in it. Oh, road's a little bit mushy right there. For the most part, this road's actually pretty quiet. A lot of traffic. Now, if you turn around and take this road all the way back, it gets really busy. But down this way, it's pretty quiet for the most part. I'm gonna turn around down here, come back. Gravelly. I definitely do not. All I can do is 7-Eleven here. Turn around right here at a 7-Eleven. used to again is using pulling that clutch all the time. My forearm's starting to get tired because I haven't been doing it. That will come back in time. Pretty. There's a nice little waterfall over there. Windy out today. doing here? Okay. Sorry, I know this has not been a super chatty ride, but just trying to enjoy the ride. I haven't really had much of a chance to ride. Sometimes just enjoying your surroundings and enjoying the ride itself is exactly what you need. So working on this forever. This has been tore up for forever now. Slowing down, it's green. Come on. Let's go, people. I would hate to have to walk this road. course I picked another road with road work ahead, huh? So I'm not waiting here forever. Bucks given by that guy.